Yeah, so we was just watching the radio.
Watching the radio?
I don't give a fuck. I don't know shit about sports. However, they was just talking about how Deshaun Watson, y'all know he has all these allegations of sexual misconduct and harassment with all of these massage therapists and stuff. So that's gonna be a whole nother conversation for another video on another day.
Yeah, see, I'm just talking about the sports side of it. I understand how deep and impactful the allegations and those women are impacted by what his decisions were, his actions were. But from the sports side of it, as you just heard, they gave him an 11-game suspension and a $5 million fine. But a lot of people are kind of upset about that because what's $5 million to just signing a $230 million contract?
So it's literally a $225 contract.
You get what I'm saying?
$5 million fine.
Which I'm pretty sure if he just signed to that team, they're aware. They may even scratch his back on that $5 million because they know what it's going to bring in. And then the other thing is that it's an 11-game suspension. And on the heels of the 11-game suspension, he'll be able to play week 13, which is the day that the Cleveland Browns, his new team, plays the Houston Texans, his old team. So they feel like it's building up a lot of suspense. They're going to get a lot of media from it, a lot of press from it going into that game. So they'll recuperate whatever that loss is as it relates to losing on those 11 games or the money that they lose behind those 11 games and the $5 million included as well. So my whole take on it is that it's all just a business. At the end of the day, the NFL and even Calvin Ridley having a suspension for the entirety of the season because he gambled on games that he played.
You looking at me? I don't know who the hell Calvin is.
He was his home team from Lincoln Park. So come on now. So yeah, he got suspended for the entire season because he gambled on the games, which I feel like it shows negatively.
Was that allegedly or
no? They traced it back to him having been his name on the bet, but
which could have been somebody else.
True, but he got suspended for the entire season, and I feel like that's because how it makes the NFL look like it's tainted, like it can be controlled by players, which turns away money, which turns away
the bottom line. That's ugly.
Yeah.
The level. That's like how we treat drug dealers in America. But okay, it's not my channel.
But I get where you're going with that. I get where you're going with that. So it's like,
yeah, but the fact that he has the ability to sign a new contract under all these allegations is mind blowing to me. But I do wish Deshaun Watson the best. Deshaun, yeah. See, I don't fuck with him, but y'all are here for AV got answers, not Anna. So
Anna got some answers too. It's just the different questions that we're asking.
Yeah. But my thing is, with the question I asked Avery was, but he gets to play in the preseason. Like, he still got a contract. He still gets to play in the preseason. Yeah. I think it'll hurt him if he truly loves playing the game. If he truly loves playing the game. But I don't know, because if I truly love doing something and I gotta fall back for like a season or whatever, how many seasons?
Seasons or how many games?
11 games.
So
how many games in the season?
Games. So it's 17 games in the season.
Child, 220 million?
Yeah.
220 million, I can sit it out. I'm sure. I'll be able to sit it out just fine. And let my legal team handle whatever they gotta handle. Not that we're perpetuating this idea that it's okay if you have money to do certain things, but I think he good.
Yeah, but I mean, even in that, they got a pretty solid team, so they can go back into it. Let's say they're afloat going through those 11 games. Now he comes back, he's well rested. He still gets to work out in intense practices and stuff like that.
Training.
So so he's ready to go by week 13. Let's say that's the hump that they have to get over, and the rest of the teams haven't played 11 games, and they're starting to get injured, they're banged up. He comes right in and he's ready to go, and he takes them over the top. Now they have a deeper playoff run, which in turn brings in more money because now the Cleveland Browns are in the playoffs and making more money. Like it's so many different ways that this can benefit as opposed to how it can hurt the NFL. All it is, it'll be people up in arms and saying, hey, you know what, that's not fair enough. That's not enough penalties involved with what his allegations or his charges were. So they'll take you fussing about it, but you'll tune in week 13 at the least. Even if you tune in before that, but you'll tune in week 13 to see what's the reaction to him playing, how he looks when he's playing. So I mean, it's all about money, and at the end of the day, if money can be made from somebody else's misery and pain and suffering, then capitalism, as you know, will always exploit and act on it. But yeah, that's a different channel for a different time. But on the sports side of it, yeah, so let me know what y'all think about Deshaun Watson, the 11-game suspension, the $5 million fine, how you feel about how it affects the game going forward. And I mean, do you think this will hurt